Class 9. Literature Reader English, Chapter 14. The Bishop Candlesticks by Norman McKinnel. Six. Answer the following questions briefly. A. Do you think the bishop was right in sailing the salt cellar? Why? Why not? Answer. Yes, the bishop was right in sailing the salt cellar because he was an idle person. He could not bear the thought of an old and sick lady to be thrown out of the house due to non-payment of rent. He always helps people in times of need. B. Why does Parsami feels the people pretend to be sick? Answer. Parsami felt that the people pretend to be sick to take undue advantages of the bishop. She was very protective nature and pained to see that entire humanity is turning upon them for charity and kindness. C. Who was Janet? What was the cause of her death? Answer. Janet was a wife of the convict. She died due to illness and starvations. D. The convict says, I'm too old a bird to be caught with chaff. What does he mean by this statement? Answer. The convict meant that he has an experience so that he couldn't be misled. He ordered the bishop to stay put because he couldn't trust anyone, not to report to the police and get him arrested. E. Why was the convict sent to prison, and what was the punishment given to him? Answer. The convict was sent to prison for stealing a loaf of bread. He was sentenced to 10 years in a prison hut. Do you think the punishment given to the convict was justified? Why? Why not? Why is the convict eager to reach Paris? Answer. The punishment given to the convict was not justified. It is too inhuman for someone who was caught stealing just to feed his sick wife. He was guilty of stealing only to feed his wife who was dying of starvations. But they showed him no mercy and treated him like a beast. They chained him like a wild animal, lashed him like a hound, and fed him with filth. He was covered with vermin and had to sleep on boards. This kind of treatment is inhuman and not justified. The convict is eager to reach Paris because it was a big city and the police will never be able to find him there. G. Before leaving, the convict asked the bishop to bless him. What brought about this change in him? Answer. The bishop's benevolent, kind and caring attitude had brought about a change in the convict. That is why before leaving for Paris, he asked the bishop to bless him. 7. Read the following extract and answer the questions that follow by choosing the correct option. A. Monsignor, the bishop is a... A. Why does Parsami not complete the sentence? 1. She used to stammer while speaking. 2. She was about to praise the bishop. 3. She did not wish to criticize the bishop in front of Mary. 4. She had a habit of passing such remark. Answer. 3. She did not wish to criticize the bishop in front of Mary. B. Why is she angry with bishop? 1. The bishop has sold her salt cellar. 2. The bishop has gone to visit Mary Gigroni. 3. He showed extra concern for Mary. 4. She disliked the bishop. Answer. 1. The bishop has sold her salt cellar. B. She sent little Jean to Monsignor to ask for help. And A. Who sent little Jean to the bishop? 1. Mary Gigroni. 2. Mary. 3. Parsami. 4. Mary's mother. Answer. 1. Mary Gigroni. B. Why did she send Jean to bishop? 1. So that he could pray for her. 2. As she knew that he was a generous person. 3. As she was a greedy woman. 4. As she was a poor woman. Answer. 2. As she knew that he was a generous person. I offered to take her in here for a day or two, but she seems to think it might distress you. The bishop wanted to take Mary Grigori in because A. The bishop wanted to take Mary Grigori in because 1. She was sick. 2. She had no money. 3. She was unable to pay the rent of her house. 4. She was a close friend of Parsami. Answer. 3. She was unable to pay the rent of her house. B. Pasumi would be distressed on Mary Gregori's being taken in because 1. She did not want to help anyone. 2. She felt that Mary Gregory was taking undue advantages of the bishop. 3. She was a self-centered person. 4. She would be put to a great deal of inconvenience. Answer. 2. She felt that Mary Gregory was taking undue advantage of the bishop. Identify the situations which be termed as the turning point in the convict's life. Answer. The convict, when was caught and brought to the bishop house, was asked to be released by the bishop, saying that he is a friend of him. The bishop also gives him his mother's only memories, example Candlestick. This entire incident makes convict believe that there still exists humanity. This is the turning point in the convict's life.